Hello there, this is Marie from the G Team. There's Patty over there driving away.
Hello there. We are headed downtown Brooksville to the Brooksville Cemetery. We were contacted by a couple that lost their 4-month-old to SIDS. They dropped the baby off at a daycare center and the baby died that day at the daycare center of SIDS. So, needless to say, they're pretty devastated still. And they've watched our videos and
East Jefferson Street.
Sorry, that's our GPS. We're a little confused. Anyway, so we're gonna see if we can't get make contact with the family members that have passed on as well, and see what they can tell us about the child and you know, things like that, just to give them some peace. And I know how it feels to need that peace, you know, in your heart and in your mind. So that's what we're about to do. We did have James with us, but he was detained by Omar. He was going to come with us, but Omar ended up having something come up that he needed James. So
Here we go, right into Brooksville Cemetery. I'm not sure where they'll be, so just ride around and look for a car, I'm assuming. She seems like a really nice lady that she just really wants the closure for her husband. I'm not sure that it's her child. It might be her husband's child with somebody else. I'm not positive on that. But she said that her husband's the one that needs the closure the most. So we're going to meet them here. Hopefully they're here. I don't see no cars nowhere.
They're supposed to be here now?
Yeah. We're running a little bit late, so. Okay, so we found them. Or maybe they just pulled in too, because I didn't see the truck when we went by the first time, so maybe they just pulled in too. Hopefully that's what happened, and they haven't been waiting a long time. There's a little road right there. Okay. There's the little road. All right, so here we go, guys. We're gonna meet this couple. I can't remember what her name is. Isn't that awful? We only have 52,000 subscribers, so it's hard to remember everybody's name. But anyways, here we go. Okay, stop back here. All right.
The worst thing in my life. There is nothing else that can
It
be
took
any
me
worse.
several years before I would hold another baby.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, I can look at them and say, is this going to be one of those? And I'd have to walk out because I couldn't take it.
Yeah.
But yeah, being it was that time of the year, it wasn't about 5 years later I realized I hadn't even grieved over that I hadn't had the time. Trying to take care of a lot of the stuff that happened, and we happened to actually be out at Northcliffe, which it's the church I had helped start at that time, but they were doing a Christmas program, and it happened to be, you know, with somebody that had terminal illness, and I could see where it was going, and I couldn't even stay in there. And that was the first time I realized, I'm like, hey, you know, I had to move on, taking care of everybody else, but I hadn't taken any time for myself to take care of things.
And that's kind of why I came there for you guys.
Okay.
To help him get closure, because I don't think he's ever healed any of it.
No.
And I know you don't ever get over it.
He won't get over it.
don't.
No, you don't.
But you know.
He just buried it along with his daughter,
Yeah.
I believe. And I just...
And that's all you can do is move on in life and know that one day you will see her again. And keep that in your mind. You will see her again.
It's like you said with your son, I mean, that's, as I was telling her on the way here, I mean, that's the last image I have in my mind is
Me too.
being at the funeral home holding, you know, the lifeless body in my hands.
It's the last memory I have, watching them post the casket on my son. So I know what you mean.
Sorry.
Okay. So let's see if we can make communication with
Next had to come back out, so probably wanted to know where she was at. When we came out, and I'm like, well, where's the marker? And that's when they told us, they said, well, we only put a temporary marker out. We usually take it up and said, I want another one. And I said, don't you dare take it. I said, I want to know where she's at. I said, just because I can't afford a stone right now.
Oh, they're expensive too. That little one I have on my son's grave is $2,400. Just that small little stone. I want to eventually upgrade when I can afford it, you know, to something bigger.
Those stones, they hold up good. Those new ones, they do not hold up good.
They don't. The
No.
older
You need to just get
stones
granite.
that they have out here, the granite ones,
Because you're allowed to have granite out
they
here.
really are. Because our parents passed away when we were 21.
Have you priced any? Just a small little, any?
Oh, it's been a while. We did it, I think, back around '08 or something. About that time, I lost the job that I had, and I couldn't afford
It
one
was
again.
around $300 and $500 even at that time.
Have you ever thought about doing a GoFundMe? Maybe people would help you.
Maybe we can help you with that.
I never thought about that.
Get her a stone.
Yeah, she needs a stone.
Yeah.
Maybe we can see what we can do to help
I mean,
her
you
with
know,
that.
if it's only that, I mean, it might not be.
Yeah, 'cause
Hers
it's
was like
something-
$2,000, almost $3,000.
Yeah, it was crazy, and it took me about a year to pay for it.
But these
Because
little ones are
I barely
nice.
had enough life insurance to cover the funeral, and I don't. My son didn't want to be cremated, and I don't believe in cremation. That's just my belief. I don't. I'm not for it.
Well, the seminary was nice. You know, they took up, like I said, a special offering of fund to fly us down and fly us back.
Because they were in North Carolina at the time, and they were all, I mean, he lived
Up
around
here.
here,
Oh, wow.
down by that Saxon house.
Oh.
Fort Dade is where he used to live.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's why I said I knew
You
the
could see it
area
from the backyard.
from him.
Yeah. Aw.
Yeah. So they flew him from North Carolina back down here to bury him.
But yeah, I missed some of the closeness with my first daughter because when Morgan was born, I was basically working, full time, at least 2 part-time jobs until, my wife at that time could, recover and get going again. So her mother was, babysitting so much she could, even when she went back to work. But even then, I was up and gone, and then she was in bed or whatever. So yeah, there were a couple pictures at one point. I think she saw the recliner at one point that I still had, where my older daughter would actually crawl in the chair beside me and watch TV until she went to sleep. But anyway, I missed not being able to have it in about the first 2 years. What I had when I first saw it, I wanted so much, at least until the two of them could play together, have fun together, at least I fell back to a point where I could do that. I could have that time finally, at least get to one of them on my side.
Yeah.
And so I felt like I could do more with her than basically anybody else could. I mean, because it was so fun. I was telling Heidi I could take her to the evening classes, and as you know, you see a lot of mothers whatever take kids to evening classes now. They disrupt the classes and everything. The only way Jamie did was making people smile at her or laugh. I mean, she never cried in the class, was never disruptive. Usually, if she was ever upset, if her mother couldn't get her quiet, and sometimes it's funny, I would just wait to see what would happen. She wouldn't. I'd go over there, and I could get her quiet easier than her mother could. It was just...
That's her name, Jamie?
We call her Jamie. Her whole name is Lauren Jamie.
Lauren Jamie.
Well, the thing is, we were teasing.
Was that the Turner Funeral Home?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's the one.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Well, we were always teasing what to call her, and we said, well, we need to call her, Ashley, and she's had the middle name Lee would be cool, but we just, because we had both been teaching, since we couldn't do that, we couldn't name her Ashley Lee Lashley.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
That would be bad.
so once we learned it was going to be a girl, and we knew I wasn't going to be able to have a son, we said, well, then we could go one other way.
Yeah.
And that's why it hurts even more.
Oh, yeah.
Is because actually, Lauren Jamie, you have the same initials for my name, which is LJL.
Right.
So she has this, if you were to write it out as initials, it would come out.
Oh,
Because my middle name is James, so you have Larry James versus Lauren Jamie, and that was about as close as I could get for what those stands for.
I got you. Okay. Yeah. Oh.
And then her sister, Morgan, was named after her mother and their dad, and some others that we liked because we liked the name Morgan. So the older was called Jeannie Morgan.
At all, or did she? Who else?
The
on the
grandparents
side?
are right over there.
Okay.
Her mother,
And her mother's
mother's
still
side.
alive? Is
Her mother's still alive.
Her mother's still alive. Does she still live in the area? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
To my knowledge, I haven't seen her come out here probably in over 10 years. I mean, that's not to say she may not have.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
My
it probably
knowledge-
hurts. You know, it does hurt.
It does. It's hard for me to go to my son's. That's why a lot of times when I'm at my son's grave, it's hard for me to even look down at it. I'm like always looking around. And,
Because, I mean, it was even years before we separated that I think was the last time I saw her come out here with me.
Yeah.
And there were quite a few times I would just come out by myself.
Yeah.
what's
I'm
the
gonna set this here.
parents' names? They're the grandparents. I can try to communicate with them too. And
To see if they're taking
John
care
Morgan
of her.
Weeks.
so John Moore. Oh, Weeks.
Yeah, he's the one that started the golf course in this area.
Really? What about the Weeks family home?
That's them.
That's them? So you're part of that family?
I married into it.
You married into it, okay. Oh, that's cool.
Because
we've been wanting to get into that home and check it out.
right, Singer and Weeks is who most of them work. Because his wife was a singer, and they own a lot of the property that's out off in that area, along with their brothers and everything. Just a few miles back that way, just after, I can't even think of the road now, but there's a whole bunch of them, but yeah.
Okay, wow, that's pretty interesting.
And the townhouse that we're living in up there, after, on the morning after this one night, my wife had come down, she said, did anything unusual happen last night? I said, no. She said, I got this real cold chill, woke up and I saw the shadow walking into, Morgan and Jamie's room in there. But she said it also seemed like, I thought she said it seemed like her dad. I said, well, maybe it's just your dad, coming to take one more look, at the two girls or something.
Oh, wow, and how long before she passed away was that? Do you remember? Was it a few days, couple months maybe?
I'd say maybe a month.
Oh, okay. Wow. So hard. Definitely hard. Let's see if we can communicate with Jamie, little baby Jamie. We're going to try to communicate with you. Your father would really like to hear from you. Of course, you're a baby when you died, so if there are any family members that could speak on her behalf, that would be great. Of course, none of us know what it's like in the spirit world for 100%, so if we can, you can let us know somehow that you're okay, who you're with. If you want to say your dad's name, that would be great. So that way he can acknowledge that you see him and that you hear him right now and that you hear his pleas to hear from you. Hello there, Jamie. Jamie, your father's here. Can you say something to him? You can speak into this black box right here. Is there anybody else that can speak for Jamie? Who is she with right now? Can the person she's with say their name, please? What about the grandma and grandpa of her? Can you speak on her behalf? Archangel Michael, can you help us here, please? Gary, can you help us? This man wants to hear from his daughter. He wants her to know how much he loves her and misses her. Does anybody see Jamie? Can somebody tell us something? Who is taking care of Jamie in heaven? We're not getting a whole lot of responses. Gary, can you please help us out? Come over here by your father. Can you say hi to your daddy? I'm fine. Oh my gosh, I'm fine. Yes, you heard it. I'm fine. You said I'm fine, as plain as day. Oh my gosh, are you okay? You heard that?
I heard that.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Jamie, are you with your grandparents? Are they taking care of you?
Yep. Are you watching over your father? Yep.
It hasn't been a very pleasant watch. I messed up.
Be sure you come to him in his dreams and let him know that you're okay. Okay? Please do that. Give him little signs that you're around and that you're watching him, that you see him.
Does she remember the other babies that were that she took care with her?
Do you remember the other babies?
There were 5 of them in particular.
There were 5 of them. Do you remember them?
They weren't going to live very long.
Yeah, are they there with you as well? Did they go too? Do you have your angel wings? Who are you with?
She's met up with her grandfather that neither of us ever knew.
Did you meet your grandfather that you or your dad never knew? What was his name?
Same as mine. He's my real dad. And was short, so not too junior. His name was Larry James Kenneth Stokes.
I'll know more when I hear it back. Can you tell me what color shirt your dad has on right now? I heard red.
Oh my gosh.
I heard red. I heard red. Yep. Wow. Can you come over and touch your dad? Can you give him a hug, put your arms around him and let him feel you? Give him some peace in his heart. He's still grieving the loss of you after all these years. One hand. Yeah. Maybe do you feel anything touching your hand at all? Sometimes it's hard to feel. It's like you'll feel like something touching your hand. Yeah. Touch his hand. He's got his hand on his, touch his right hand. Make him feel it. Make that meter light up. 2 different ones now. Yeah. Come touch your dad's hand. Come stand right next to him and make this meter go off so we know that you're here with him.
Jamie, remember me? I was singing Jesus Loves Me when you're upset, when you're crying. We went to our first job in the car. I was going to start singing that and you'd be quiet. I'd come home in the afternoon. Home in the afternoon, I'd walk by with you being on the sofa. If I didn't go over there, you'd cry till I came back over. Sit at the dinner table, and I'd have to rock the carrier with my foot while I ate so that you'd be happy.
Do you remember that, Jamie? Are you going to come to your dad in his dreams? He would really like that. Can you tell us how you died for sure? there something wrong with you? Were you sick, or can you tell us? Can somebody tell us? There's something coming through. Check it out. Sometimes they come through real clear. Anything else you want to ask her, or you want to know, or just go ahead. Feel free to ask whatever you want to ask, whatever's on your heart.
Thought about being in this position.
Yeah, I understand. Can you tell your dad something that you know that he's done that you're proud of or anything?
She said, I was really proud of you, Jamie. Yes, so that's a big hole in my heart. Many years, even as your sister grew. I also think you follow in the footsteps. She graduated from high school. Other people see me crying because I never see you graduate high school. I went to your sister's college graduation. I was happy for her graduation. High school. I'm so sad because I never see you graduate. So much for the four of us to have a happy life together as a family. It's the hard thing for me is can you ever forgive the mistakes I know I've made? So you've seen what I've been doing, and yeah, you know I've made some terrible mistakes, and I'm sorry.
Can you let your daddy know that you hear him? That I hear him. It was very faint. It's the hardest thing anybody can go through is losing a child. I've lost one too. So I know how your daddy feels. I love you. Oh my God, I just heard I love you. She just said I love you. Wow. That is so amazing. Daddy. Oh, she said daddy.
I heard it too. I heard it too.
She said daddy. She said I love you.
Remember we said it was going to keep an open mind, and you did. And she was able to come through Larry.
Communication with my son, I was convinced, and I've been doing it ever since.
Well, it's possible, but
It's
I am
possible.
thankful.
I know. It's possible. None of us know. None of us know.
What was that?
But it's possible. We don't know how. We'll never know until we're there. But it's possible. It's been proven over and over again for many years. And I've made communication with so many people that I know it's possible. And I don't know.
It's possible now too.
I don't know how, but it is. There's so much more to this world that we don't know, you know? I just know it's possible to communicate with them. They're an energy, they're a spirit energy. And you just say, yep.
That's why I chose the place to go to school the way I did, because I wanted to keep an open mind.
Yeah.
And that's the way they taught me.
It's like, wow.
Jamie, your daddy loves you. Can you come to him in his dreams? Come to him in his dreams.
I will. She's really coming through strong now. Boy, she is now. Sometimes it does take a little bit.
Never give up.
Jamie, your daddy does love you. Thank you for coming through.
It's probably one of the reasons I forgot how to love.
I can do it. It's changed me.
Afraid to truly love all the way. Fear I'd lose what I was wanting to love.
Yeah.
Yes, there was, like in an incubator, there were 5 crack babies.
That's so
Where she was at. They weren't supposed to live a week. That's what I was referring to.
Did that say Mom?
Jamie, one thing I would say is, I hope you think good of Heidi because not knowing she loves you.
You love you, Jamie.
She's helped me a whole lot.
Watch over her as well. My sister. I think it's...
Do you remember your sister Morgan? You were sitting on the sofa with all your cousins. We were on Alabama and Fort Dade. Morgan was holding you.
I do. Her 2 I do's.
That was the only Christmas we got to celebrate as a family. It really was a joy to hold you in my arms. Do you remember the favorite outfit? First favorite outfit I got for you? I can stop and think now which was which. Like your little leopard shoes or little leopard type dress.
Say your sister's name. How old are you now in heaven? Do you stay the same age? You do? So you do stay the same age when you die? You just stay the same age? Is that how that works? Help us understand.
Number did you think you heard?
I can really hear this back good when I listen back.
What age would you be in September? Were you still with him?
Yeah, 30. I think I heard 30. Would you be 30? You heard 30?
September.
You heard it too?
September 10th, 1987.
Oh, wow.
She was 3 months when she died. She's 3-0.
Oh, that's right.
3 is one of the power numbers. Along with 1.
So will your dad recognize you when he makes it to heaven too? right there waiting for him?
He renewed my hope that I can turn my life and my heart around.
When we get home, we'll be able to hear everything you said more clearly. Can you tell us what color those little cradles are on your grave? Pink.
Oh my God.
Did you hear that?
I just said, this will freak me out.
I love asking them kind of questions. That's confirmation. That ain't no radio station popping in.
No.
Well, you didn't know where it was at until we showed it to you, so you couldn't have come out here and known.
Exactly. No. What about your flowers? What colors are your flowers? How many of those little cradles are there? Can you tell us a number on how many cradles there are? We appreciate you coming through like this. We really appreciate this. It means so much to your father. It's probably the grand, they're probably helping her communicate.
Jamie, who loves you enough besides me to bring you flowers? You encouraged me to bring you flowers and pick them up.
Judy? What's her name?
Judy, Heidi.
Oh, I heard it something D. Might have said Heidi.
You're welcome, Jamie. Love you too.
Deep down, Jamie, I know your mom may not have been out here like I've tried to be, but deep down I know she still loves you.
I heard she moved.
That's what I thought I heard too.
Did she move? I heard she moved. Are you happy on the other side, Jamie? Is it beautiful? Tell us what children do on the other side.
Go ahead.
Do you play? We can't wait to hear back everything you said. We know some of it, but...
That's for sure. I know you don't age over there. What color's your hair now?
What? Twice.
It's like your mother.
Wow. Well, Jamie, thank you so much for all of this. This has really helped your father quite a bit.
Yes.
Be sure you come to him in his dreams and always give him signs that you're around, okay? Because he misses you and he's still grieving for you. Good stuff? Could be wrong. I will. Alright.
find you here, I will still come to visit.
We'll try to get you a tombstone on here soon. You deserve to have a headstone.
Sorry I haven't been able to do it for now, my darling.
Yeah, they're just expensive, Bunny, but we'll work on trying to help your dad get one, okay? Can you tell your dad you love him? Tell your dad goodbye and that you love him.
Oh, darling, you know I don't like to say goodbye. So I'll say what you should remember. I always say I'll see you later.
Yep.
And I'll be back.
Yep. We'll meet your dad up here another time and he can communicate with you again. Is that alright with you? Would you like us to do that?
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye. You rest in peace, okay, little baby? Say goodbye to your daddy. Tell him you love him. Delay in responses. Okay, we can't wait to hear everything you said. Bye-bye. I hate it when I talk over them, but you never know when it's going to come through. We got a lot of good stuff. There's stuff that I'm going to probably hear when I go home and listen to this back on my high definition and with my good headset. It's going to probably blow you away because I think I know a lot of it, but I didn't want to say because I don't want to disappoint you. But I think I heard a lot of stuff. She wants you to have peace. She wants you to have peace, and even though it's still there, it's going to always be there, just like with me. You know, and it's hard. I still have my breakdowns. I do, all the time. And people don't see that, you know, because I don't let it I stay in my room, and sometimes I can't get out of bed for 2 or 3 days, but this happened 2 years ago. And he was 33. And I'm raising his 3 children, and every time I look at those kids, that's all I see is him.
This is Jamie's grandmother on her mother's side, who's buried not too far from her. And then here we have Jamie's grandfather. And Jamie's great-grandmother. Jamie's great-grandmother. And Jamie's great-grandfather on her mother's side. They're all buried right here close to her. Here they are buried, and then she's right there.